Real quick, I'm just showing y'all what it's like when you're in a town of 400 people, and you know, like, look, ain't shit going on, but out my sunroof, you know, I got a dude right here. So he's coming with me. There he is. But watch this one. He's not even the one I'm really. I mean, like, he's right there. Obviously, this is on my sunroof, but it's even like one more bogus than this motherfucker. There he is. Watch. Cause I've been seeing some shit though. I'm gonna take you all to the left. Watch this. I mean, actually, let's just keep it on this motherfucker for a second. Okay. See how I'm stopped and he stops? I stop, he stopped, right? Check this out. This is the other side. See what I'm saying? Now, like, this dude right here, just on bullshit. And now watch this. Because he's still there. I ain't moved. Watch. Now I go. Right? You see me slowly proceeding. Watch who come with. Get out of the light. And what do we got? He's right there. Now watch this. I'm finna take a right now and park. Literally, that's how far away I just moved. Sorry, I was kind of out the sunroof area. But here we go. So I'm like trying to turn and shit too, but look. Ooh, damn. There he is, right there in front of me, above me, however you want to put it. We can go out the sunroof with it. And he'll pop up. I mean, there's so many of them right here. Oh yeah, even in this little small cut, there he is. Just watching. Okay. Now, as I pull in, kill these lights, and look at that, right above me. So this is nothing new, you know what I'm saying? But it will be new to somebody who hasn't actually like seen my shit before. But yeah, no, I just pulled in to the spot. Kill these lights, and look at this. Let me focus. This is what I got directly above me. Now y'all remember this video that was just before this one, and these things were like, you know, not like this. They were on the right while I was driving. But look at this shit, every fucking where. No, not stars. This one especially. He moves. I mean, they all move or whatever, but you know, it's like, hey, what's up? Fuck y'all. A lot of weird shit going on, but just wanted to show y'all that. I mean, like right there. Another one right there. That's what I deal with every day. Anyways, that's the sound of me closing up, what you call it. But yeah, no, I just wanted to show y'all that real quick, because that was like literally like a 30-second drive. And they're right there. And like, I'll probably be making another few videos because of the new spot I'm at, which again is like really kind of close to the old spot. It's like literally like a half a mile, you know what I'm saying? So but the shit is different over in this section. Like, you'll see in the videos to come, your boy found a way to charge his phone, so it's back on and popping. And you know, this is gonna sound a little awkward, but you know, I made 41 years this year, so my OG want to buy me a gift, and she always asks me if I want a gift or something, and I'm like, nah, I'm straight. But this year, I'm like, you know what, ma? If you want, I need a real nice camera to continue to document my life. So, like, you know, she usually puts up like $100 on a gift, which, you know what I'm saying, like, it's not the money, it's really just the thank you. But like, her 100 plus my 700 might equal like something real sweet type shit. Or I'll find like one of these motherfucking you know, Craigslist type ads, Facebook marketplace things where like motherfuckers steal shit and then sell it for the low. Because personally, I don't steal. It's like, you know, my old man taught me, you don't lie, you don't cheat, and you don't steal. And then I put into play all the time the don't lie thing, because Mark Twain, I believe he was a famous author, unless they, you know, fooled us on that one too. But like, I believe he has like one famous quote that I know where it's like, the reason you don't tell a lie today is because 6 years from now, when somebody asks you that same type of question, you will never remember the lie, but you will always remember the truth. So that's just something to think about. Like, personally, like, there's no holes in my story. There's no fabrication. There's no making shit up. It's like, you know, it's a run and gun video. Is every day. I just, like, you know what I'm saying, when I have time and battery, I like to show the people, especially like the people who I fuck with on here, but like, just to let them know it's still going on, and they do the same. And like, you know, it's probably about like 20 of us, I like to say. And you know, if you want to follow any good channels, go in the comments of my video, on my videos or whatever, and 9 times out of 10, like you're gonna like find people who, you know, I'll talk back with or whatever, and these people is all legit. Like, ain't no goofies on my shit, because like, I treat them in the comment section, and they really just, you know, like, don't come around that often anyway. So I guess my point is, like, if you're looking, if anyone happen to notice this and happen to still be listening to me, you know, which I find, like, you know, like, slim and none probably, I don't give a fuck. But if you do, like, take the time to look at the people who comment under my videos and go to they shit. Like I said, it's about 20 of us. I can't like think of all the names, but I know ever since I've been dropping videos, it's been like 4 or 5 years. It's about 5 people I could say that I started, you know, like, doing this shit with. And you know, we're located all over. But that 5, it's like, you know, kind of under the 6 degrees of separation act. But the 5 people that, like, you know, was with me when I had no subscribers, when like I post a video and like nobody would look, and like, that's cool. Not like I get a lot of people looking at my shit anyways now, but the point is, we've kind of like, the 20 of us have kind of like, I don't know, I guess you could say, like, because we're on each other's page and shit like that, like, we bring new eyes to the same situations that we're all dealing with. And I think that's like really like what it's all about, like finding the good people in this community and watching their shit. Because 9 times out of 10, if you're going through anything like this and you're watching a video like mine, then you're gonna notice that like the people I talk to or subscribe to also had legit shit going on. And man, I had a thought about it earlier today too, and it was like this, like, because it's always, you know, like I said, like, how people be like, oh, You ain't special and woo out the band. Why would they watch you? Well, you know what I realize is like it's not about like special, like you're on a newspaper or famous or something, but like I guarantee you everybody I know that's dealing with this shit, whether I know them firsthand, secondhand, through like YouTube, whatever, all these people is solid, good people. And in a world of so much evil, these people that, you know, I communicate with me, have probably been through a lot of hard times and shit in life and don't speak on it. And or like been tested, been kicked when they were down, and like don't give up their faith and don't give up anything other than like, you know, like maybe having a bad day and being upset, but like all the people I know is still fighting. And like this is why another reason I believe us to be like watched, because they could be watching anybody and they choose to watch us, and it's because we're just survivors and all probably been through something and been tested. And I think they know for a fact, well, I know for a fact, is that my spirit can't be broken, that you can't take away my belief in God. You can't take away my belief in when shit hits the fan and somebody wants me to denounce Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior, and I tell them no, and they got to take off my head for it. Like, there's only a few people that's going to stand on their motherfucking feet, then, you know what I'm saying, and take the consequences. And I think each and everybody, every single person that is dealing with this type of shit is the type of person that's going to stand on their beliefs. And I believe that has something to do with the whole tracking system, because it's like, what if 90% of the world just is like people without a brain? It's like my whole NPC type shit or whatever. And then you have, you know, men, women, you got drug addicts, you got people that have been in a joint, you got criminals, you got people that go to church on Sunday, you got, I mean, you have every type of person, but you don't know what every person's life is like. You know what I'm saying? So like, to say this, you don't get followed because you fucking walk around with your eyes closed tripping on shit. You get followed because you pick up on it. And the more you pick up on it, the more easy it is to see, because either they deploy more fucking whatevers, more assets on you, or B, it's just like, you know, like, hey, we got one that can see, like that movie, Roddy Piper, what the fuck was that movie called? I'm not exactly sure right now. Oh, They Live. They Live is a perfect example. And like, I do remember like a certain tweet that he had put out. Roddy Piper said like about the movie, this is not a movie, this is a documentary. And it makes me think like, you know what if like, you know, there's so much truth in movies, but like, what if a lot of these people have already given up their souls? And a lot of people, like, you know, like they say, not just they, but like the Deagle report, Klaus Schwab's puss ass, that motherfucker be looking like $1 million. You know, that goofy motherfucker, evil ass looking. You know, he gotta be like a German with the like the accent and everything. The fuck you, man. But look, like, he's just a demonstration of evil. And there's a lot of these people that are evil, right? It's just like you have evil people that have to like be the spokesperson for evil. And like, you know, their names plastered all over shit, but low key, like they're like in a hive of evilness, right? So like they just denominate, all right, look, you gonna be the one to do this, you gonna be the one to do that, you gonna, and then like they'll all take like fucking the fall, they'll all be bogus, and like their name will be plastered, you know what I'm saying, all over newspapers and what, but they don't give a fuck because it comes with certain protections, and they're in that circle, right? So like whatever circle these fucks is in, it's got to be really fuck miserable just because they're not going where you and I are going at the end of this. So, I mean, the circle, I mean, to the point is, the circle of people that you would notice on my page, on some of the other pages, these people, including myself, are all like good people, one way or another. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got plenty of faults. I've done plenty of things in my life. Probably shouldn't even still be here, which is why I'm gonna take that camera for being 41. But again, it's just, it seems like there's so many people in the world, but it's just numbers, right? Like, it doesn't add up, because like I just noticed in my comment, somebody talking about how these people can really like not notice this shit, and it's because like it's not for them. Like they're not invested in life in the same way you and I might be. Uh, they're not looking for proofs, truths. They're not playing a politic game. We're dealing with real life shit that nobody talks about. Like, the fact that they have this much shit that watches all of us at all the time. I mean, there's your whole like new world order. It's already there. Like it's been in effect. Like, don't think an election makes any difference. You know what I'm saying? Like, but again, these people that I'm talking about, like the select few, I believe it's like 2 million people out of the entire United States population are dealing with this, right? 2 million people divided like out of like fucking 300 million. Like, it's like a 1% or 0.5. I mean, like, it's, I don't know, whatever the fuck it is. All I'm saying is that, like, if you happen to meet one of these people, I guess if you happen to meet one of these people, like, they'll probably, like, have a certain look in their eye, or, like, familiarity to you or something, because, like, I just know for a fact that, like, these good people, bottom line, this does not happen to criminals that are, like, legitimately bad people. And my theory on that is because, like, if they can afford to watch me and you and whoever else, then how the fuck don't they, when somebody go missing, know where they went? You know what I'm saying? Like, how like, all the violence and all the shootings and shit like that, like, I don't figure that out. If they can literally, like, and I don't have no chip in me, not that I'm aware of. But you know what I'm saying? Like good people are being watched, harassed, tormented, all the above. They're being fucked with, including myself, obviously. Meanwhile, like, the looting and the pillaging and the shit like that, like with the fucking people that are not good people, they're not bothered at all by this shit. I don't even think they've seen it, because it probably don't apply to them, because I don't think that whoever's watching up there really gives a fuck about a scumbag. Because a scumbag or a bad person's going to always be in their heart whatever they have to do to benefit themselves. You know, used to have a saying like, felonies ain't free, even for friends. You know, just like, you know, that's what it was. But it's kind of like the people will do these things for you if you knew them because they are your friend. If that makes any sense. And most of us probably don't have many friends. Not because we can't, but because we choose not to. I'd rather play my life. I'd rather live my life however I have to with just a few solid people in it than these goofies who got, oh man, I got 1 million Twitter followers or woo at the band. That's cool, bro. I wish I did too, because maybe I make money with that, but that's not what it's about. But again, the people that have that type of shit, they're probably not gonna be really good people, because good people don't get boosted up like that. The good word don't get out like that. This word gets passed along. It's almost like a black market, the truth game. It gets passed along amongst good people. And forgive me for a second, I'm looking up and I'm seeing something weird, but anyway, these good people almost underground, bootleggers back in the day when they didn't have a whiskey. People who did this or that, but they're always just good people, you know what I'm saying? So it's hard to really get to know them, because these people, including myself, are not gonna let too many people get close to them. You know, maybe that's part of special powers. I don't know. I just do a lot of thinking, and you know, this is just one little thought I had. But again, you just seen the ride. You seen what followed me. At this point, I don't need to show proof to be verified, I suppose, in the eyes of anyone that, you know what I'm saying, oh, no, look, it's not about that. It's about at this point, it's just about putting more eyes on what's going on, because we don't have much more time on this earth. You know, they're gonna fuck it up. That's what bad people do. You know, say one of you or me got into a position of power, which would never happen because we might want to do good for the world. That's the whole name of the game. Everything is cutthroat. When I grew up doing other things, to get to where I needed to be, I really had to be kind of an asshole. You know what I'm saying? They always say about dudes who get the girl type shit, the asshole always went out and the good guy's always a sucker. It's true. You know what I'm saying? In that aspect. But if you find a real good girl, or if you find a real good dude, it's because you're a good person and that person was put there for you. It's not because you were being cutthroat for that shit. You were doing something bogus and one-upping somebody and woo out the bam. That's a former life. And I know how that game is played out. And since I changed my ways, you know, and nobody forced me to. They the state could try to, but it's still ultimately up to me to change my ways or not. But I just started seeing things in a different angle a long time ago. And, you know, just something I wanted to kind of put out there. Another thing I think, while I'm rambling, is that, I don't want to say this, but I do. I think that, people who take psychedelics in, in a manner so as, to learn, to open up their mind, to stretch out their brain, to tap into different you know, places and just, you know, you're not taking LSD, or you're not taking a mushroom, you're not smoking DMT, you're not doing that shit regularly to get fucked up. But sometimes I feel people who have had that opportunity or who have done that type of thing, and then gained certain knowledges or certain viewpoints, or just all sorts of like like things you can get from going out of your body, and like looking back at yourself, like levitating out of your body and looking at yourself. Like, I remember when I was like 17 one time. I mean, that's like fucking 26 years ago, but like when I was, and it was like I was in high school, and like I know I ate some mushrooms one time, and like it had a lasting effect on me. Like, it fucked me up for a hot minute, because like I was a really like troubled teen almost, where like I wasn't troubled, but my life was full of trouble. Like circumstances, as far as like, well, I'm still talking as far as like my family life growing up, the lack of parenting, the over parenting, the split of the parents, the dynamics that you get into when you have divorced parents, shit like that. Like, you just like go through different things. But anyways, like, so I was still living with my OG, when I was like, I moved out. Like, I was on my own since I've been 17, but like I remember like I was like a sophomore. Maybe I was 16 then. I was a sophomore in high school when I had this one fucking, like, it was like 8 hours I was like loose off of these fucking like Amazonian like mushrooms, and like they had me like I said, like it did something to me, and like I didn't go back to that for a long time, because like the feelings I felt hurt so bad, because like I was like thinking about shit like, oh man, that shit hurt my OG. Oh man, like I'm doing this and that, and it's hurting people. So it would hurt me, and like it made me depressed. But long story short, I gained a lot from that Pacific, experience, that Pacific day. And then like, say I went and, did something again later in life along the same lines, whether it been like, same type of shit. Like, later in life, I would do something, and I would always build upon whatever I left off at, right? So like, you don't have to be fucking like taking psychedelics every fucking day to learn. Like you could take them just one time, right? And it might open your eyes up enough to see clearly. And I guess like this wasn't even supposed to be about like no psychedelics, but it's just another thing that's been like on my mind. Like, how people don't understand shit and don't see shit. Maybe it's because they just never had their eyes open to it, and like their brain doesn't allow them to think like that. And I'm not saying you have to take psychedelics in order to think like that, but like I had what you call it, a pro agent tell me, he's like, like, woo at the bam, you think you can go smoke a joint and walk down the street, and if some cops grabbed you and like put you in handcuffs, you ask them like what they're doing, like why? I'm like, yeah, exactly, like why? And he's like, yeah, that's delusional, that you think you could do that. And I'm like, well, it's just like, like me talking to like a law figure, right, who could like take my freedom at the time. And like, I'm just being honest with the man, like, like, well, nothing wrong with this shit, you know what I'm saying? So like, that doesn't make me delusional. Might make me a risk, taking a risk at a time. But again, like, now look at the world, everyone's legalized herb. I lost years of my life over that shit. So I mean, it's just, like, was I delusional? Was I delusional when I told him I ain't had, when I thought I'd be crazy to smoke? When I thought it would be crazy for fucking somebody with a badge in God's world to tell me what I can and can't do with myself when I ain't hurt nobody, nah. I never once thought it was a bad thing. Well, I never once gave a fuck. But look, now all the states and all in this country, damn near all got legal weed. And the crazy thing is, it's the evil people probably, the cabal people who run the shit, because like they're like, all right, well, we've been locking these motherfuckers up for this and that for so long that we could actually, instead of putting them in jail and getting our, making them do 61 days so we can get paid for their time in prison, whatever, we could just sell them herb and then tax the fuck out of it, and then, you know what I'm saying, make more money off of that versus like going and running up in their crib, taking their shit, locking them up, putting them through the court procedure. Like, all that shit was unnecessary, right? But just like this, watch. Wait, hang on. With a snap of a finger, all of a sudden it's okay. What a crazy fucking world. It was always okay to smoke herb in my mind, right? But most of the people in my life be like, you can't do that. 10 years ago, 15 years ago, like, be careful, don't get caught. Well, you know what I'm saying? Now these same people are the ones telling me like it's okay if I want to smoke at their crib and blow something on their porch or something. It's like, nah, nothing ever changed in fucking 15, 20 years. It was never bad then, it's not bad now. But all of a sudden, because a motherfucker tells you it's okay by a law, a man-written law, right? Now it's okay. So you might have gave me a hard time in my life. You might have took some time out of my... all this weird shit, like... and then 10, 15 years down the road, it's okay. So was I ever delusional? No. And the crazy thing is, like, I've been... I don't know, like, the way I... like, this is kind of off topic, but, like, I've gone to, like, 5 different states in the last, like, fucking couple years. Every single state that I've been in, I can name like 3 or 4 real quick. I can name Minnesota, I can name Ohio, I can name Illinois. I can name when I was out in Colorado when I was 17, 18. That's when we went legal out there. But basically, like, every state, when I was in Colorado, bam, they made it legal. I left, I went back to Chicago. Some odd years later in Chicago, bam, the shit was legal. Now, I never went to any of these stores either, because that wasn't the point. I didn't need to, but it's just kind of funny because bam, Chicago, now it's legal, right? Then bam, I'm up in Minnesota, and the end of my like work contract after like 13 months, I came up there in September of like 22. On my way out in August of 23, bam, they went legal. And then I go shoot out to Ohio. While I'm out in Ohio, they went legal. It's just weird. It's like, I don't know, it's like a synchronicity thing almost. Like, I know a couple of y'all get it. And it's been a lot of synchronicities too recently. But anyways, that's about it I got for right now. Like, I gotta put my shit more like, I gotta like focus my shit on like little segments, because I have a lot of things I like to talk about. And like sitting in my car while I'm being fucking hit with weapons from the sky, probably not the best time. But right now I'm just fighting. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing what I do all the time. I'm fighting. I'm fighting to find purpose in going to work when I hate the job. And just waiting for something better, right? Like, and every day when something does happen, I'm like, that's crazy. Like, example real quick, my girlfriend got into an argument with her friends, and said something like, fuck, I left the chicken over there, now they're gonna eat it. Like, and these people like are like these are all like weird people, like Snapchat and shit, like blocking each other, and like they're supposedly friends, and now like giving stuff back, and I won't watch your kid anymore, and all this just weird shit, right? But like the thing is, like, what was I gonna say about these fucks? Oh yeah, so the chicken got taken, right? That was yesterday, and it's petty shit. But today, I'm leaving work, and like, I guess something happened. Like, sometimes your job like hits you with shit. I got a box of fucking fucking like 10 pounds of like free skirt steak from like the company that I work at, who happen to be like the largest like food manufacturer or some shit like that. Like, I don't really give a fuck. Like, the job sucks. But it's just the point, like, as soon as I like heard that we were getting food today or whatever to take back, I message old girl and I'm like, see, that's how God works. Like, fuck your chicken. It's been replaced. And it's something like that every day. It really is. Like, it really is. It's just something like that. And it only happens to certain people, I believe. Like, every time in my life when I'm about to be in a jam, something always happens. Just as long as I stay doing the right thing and keep fighting. That's all it is. You gotta keep fighting and keep doing the right thing. That's what I tell myself, at least, and along the way, like, I just document these fucks that follow me, because, like, why not? You would too if they followed you and you paid attention. And a lot of you do. And I pay attention to y'all, because, like, you guys make me feel not so, because I know I ain't crazy, not so, I don't want to say alone, but like, if I wanted to, I know I could jump in the comment section and go slide on a lot of people's channels that I fuck with. Like, I could have like legit conversations with people through the computer, probably get somebody know, and like talk to people who are going through this that also like have the same issue as I have, like, where like, hey, nobody believes you, nobody wants to talk about it. Like, it's a topic that like I can't not talk about. Like, people are out at fire, I'm like, yo, look up, look at them drones. And these people oblivious. There's 10 people there, I'm the only one, and then I got followed there too. You know what I'm saying? So like, these people wouldn't even notice the fact that the fucking things followed me there. But like my homie drones, yeah, you would. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like definitely my guy on there in Florida. I know you pay attention to everything, homie. You got motherfuckers with satellite Walkman cassettes homing in on your ass. You really got it bad, like, in like Florida, another beast. But like, Consider Lily's another good channel. Like she see the things for what they are. You know what I'm saying? And to me, watching her shit, she seemed like an innocent person. Like, ain't never did no wrong in her life. But I guarantee you, I know that she been through some struggles, because I could tell. Like, not like, like in a bad way, but like she's had to like probably deal with some things that a lot of people haven't, and like always looking for like another meaning, and always looking into shit, and always like trying to correlate the word of God with this and that, like situations, and like, just like, it's like a certain intelligence that some people have. She's got it. A lot of the people that, like I said, like the circle of 20 people that I really fuck with on here, like, the people are all super intelligent. That's, I guess, like the really common denominator, is that like, one way or the other, these people are all super intelligent. And like, I really appreciate having y'all in my little YouTube life, because it's nice to be able to share this shit, and then like get a little feedback on it. Like, you know, uh it really does. It helps me to like, I don't know. It like helps me to like unwind my mind, because there's no one else I can talk to this shit about that is still listening, really not that like really interested. Like, the ones going through it are really interested. And that's why, like, I can really foresee in the future, like, putting together, like, a decent little, like, show where, like, we all chop it up. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, everyone has something to bring to the table. You feel me? Everyone's got some different knowledge. Uh, and that's really what it's all about. Like, and then when we bring all our heads together, it's like the whole SEI thing. Like, you're considered by the government to be a super empowered individual, meaning like you as one person can open the eyes of 1,000. Now, picture what we'd do is a group of 20 that turns into a group of 50. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why they fear us also. You see what I'm saying? It's a lot of little points that I can like keep, like, as I keep rambling, a lot of reasons why I can tell y'all this is why they watch you. This is why they watch me. It's so many different reasons all rolled into one. But at the end of the day, like, I really gotta say, you know what I'm saying? I'm grateful that I'm grateful I started making this channel, say 4 or 5 years ago, even though the shit was going on before. And again, it's just been like an outlet. It's been like a place I can talk out loud. Sometimes I go back and re-listen to my videos, and I find myself to be halfway entertaining on occasion. You know what I mean? Like, I say some dumb shit, but it's kind of funny. You know, especially when the motherfuckers, like, the drones try to knock my ice cream out while I'm driving or something. You know, just little shit, but like at least I'm able now, like, to I have like an outlet. You know what I mean? It's like people go to AA and they gotta talk to people about, like, you know, today's day 81 of not drinking. Ooh, at the bam. Ooh, give them a round of applause. That's cool. God bless them. But, like, that's where they go to put out. That's where they go to relate, right? Like, I don't need to go to like a classroom with a bunch of like people to keep what sobriety I have, because I just don't. You know, and I don't have anything against people who do. Though it is crazy, most people that do that I know are probably now dead, and like here I am, like, you know, like abstaining just because I don't want to. But anyways, I guess, like, all said and done, I'm keep posting videos. I hope y'all keep posting videos, because I don't think we all got that much time left. But I think there is something that like brings us all kind of like together. Like we're kind of, it's called like it's called like your soulmate, right? Like, I've read a book all about this type of shit, where like what happens when you die. You have spiritual guides, you have people that wait for you. Like, your brother could be your aunt in your next life, but like the people that are close to you, and like you can see it in like random people's eyes, that like, hey, I know you from somewhere, don't I? Know it's that familiarity though. It's like when you move to another state and you see, you're like, oh, that remind me of my friend, woo, out the bam. Because that's probably like another like special person. You might know them from another time, but only the people who can see can also see these people to be people they might know from another time, if that makes any sense. But it happens all the time with me, like, and then like a lot of times I have like, here the synchronicity parts would be like, a lot of times they'll have like fucking the same name as like one of my friends that I don't have anymore, like, that's not around. Like, I just met this kid, and like he has the same name as somebody. I'm like, crazy. I just looking through like some shit, because I just moved, and like happened to notice like my little girlfriend went to a school. Well, most people go to school, but like the school is literally spelled out the exact same way with an extra C as my like best friend, my brother, who's no longer with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, where are the chances of that at? Like, she went to a high school with my brother, my best friend. Like, it's just tattooed on my arm. Like, You know what I'm saying? I don't know, like, really can't. This is not the point that I have a tattoo of his name on my arm, but the point is, like, when he passed, like, the shit hurt. But, like, 20 years later, I find out my girlfriend I'm with right now went to a school with his last name. Like, how, I mean, like, that's just another sign. Like, another sign that either A, you're on the right path, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, B, you got your eyes open and you're paying attention, etc., etc. I could go on, but like I really need to go on and take my stupid ass to bed because I gotta get up earlier for work tomorrow, like my 7th Saturday in a row. But only to go in for 5 hours because they want to hold me like that, which is cool. But I gotta get up like 3 hours earlier than normal, which back in the day I would just stayed up all night. But like right now, I'm finna hop my ass in that water. I'm finna grab my little homie, my son, my cat, who I rescued some 13 years ago. I got him a bag full of treats and shit. I'm gonna go make sure he fed, take my shower, upload this video because now at least I got a charger for my phone. Like $50 later, I bought like a box and one of them like magnet chargers or whatever. Damn, fucking cats walking around and shit, shadow figures and whatnot, like all sorts of weird shit. Anyways, now I can actually like charge my phone though at night, which is like something I wasn't able to do for like the last 2 weeks. So, y'all get ready. I'm gonna start dropping videos. One last thing, have y'all noticed they're not shooting stars, but like the fucking drones that like literally like shoot fucking shit out of them and they look like shooting stars? It's crazy. Like if you pay attention, I know I'm seeing them, so I know some of y'all are seeing them. But like they'll be just like what look to be like but it's not a shooting star because it's way too low. I'm like, damn, are they shooting shit at me? But anyways, because I just saw a couple right now, and like I see I always see like shadow figures and shit like that, like. And it's almost maybe like, like when you can see clearly, the regular. When you can see regularly clearly, you start seeing shit that you're not supposed to see, or like you only supposed to see if you picked up a camera, you had an infrared light, whatever. Like if you see clearly, you can almost see without looking. You get that feeling like, oh, something there. And that happened a lot to me. And like, aside from the fact I'm surrounded by about 5,000 fucking drone things right now, like, is other entities and shit that like are out here. And that's all. Like I'm gonna go wipe my ass down. Like I said, I apologize for rambling. But it's been a minute since I talked to y'all. Since I got to speak and just like kinda like, let out some shit that I've been thinking about. Like it helps me as much as it, probably helps me more than it helps anybody else. But yeah, with all that being said, like I'm gonna cut this video because it's probably gonna take like 16 hours to load because like I barely have Wi-Fi or phone reception out here. But here, take a look. Location. There's the mirror. Dun, 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 dun. So like weird shit probably coming out this building. Whatever the fuck this thing is up there. See what I'm saying? I'm not even like trying to look at these fucks and they're just there. Like everywhere. But this will be the new spot for a hot minute till I get my play out on the West Coast. But yeah, no, it is what it is. And oh shit, this the crib right here. Like bam, I'm up top with it. Kind of like remind me of staying in like Chicago type shit, like in like a flat. But yeah, like this is like the downtown section of this fucking little ass town. And like, look at that. That's supposed to be a street light, but why the street light got two different lights? Focus, motherfucker. You see that shit? I'm trying to zoom out a little bit. That look like it should be a street light, right? And maybe it's lights in somebody back of somebody's house or something. But just kind of like a little weird. Like, definitely a shitty job of putting them up, whoever did. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and end this shit, and I'm gonna say much love. God bless y'all. Never stop fighting. Not no Trump shit. Like never stop giving up on what you know and what you believe to be right. That's all I can really say. Like, if you think it's right, 9 times out of 10 it is. Fuck what the world say. At the end of the day, like, it's not about what somebody put on paper and wrote in ink that makes it right or wrong. It's about if it's okay with you. If you're good with it and it's not hurting nobody and it's benefiting you or whatever the fuck it is, as long as you find that whatever it is you do is right, then keep doing it. Because, like, if you're one of the good ones, 9 times out of 10 you ain't never hurting nobody, and you're only gonna keep gaining more knowledge and like better insight when you keep living your life the way you need to. I think that's another point of life. So anyways, man, y'all be smooth. KBZ out.